Back in Arkansas today. Feel like we're getting closer every day. Yesterday we had deer in bow range twice. Just no good shot opportunities and didn't get a shot at a buck. Did you hear that doe bleeding? Yeah, I was wondering if you heard that.
For several minutes.
Yeah.
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 I filmed her do it like one time.
Really, with your phone?
Mm-hmm. She was just right there. Right across the road, it sounded like.
Yeah.
Loud.
Very loud.
I like woke up and I heard it, and then it took me like, she had to do it like 3 times, and I'm like that's a doe bleeding. Yeah. Right there. Pretty cool.
You heard
one hunt there?
Walker, I might.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard something. She was doing it there, and she stopped for a minute, and then I thought I heard. I'm glad you heard it too, because otherwise I'd be like, I think it was.
Got deer right here around camp. We might just hunt here this morning. It's crappy weather today. It's like highs in the 60s, hardly any wind. It's supposed to storm tonight. But after those storms roll through, it's supposed to get cold. It's supposed to be like in the 40s tomorrow with north winds, 15, 20 miles an hour, just perfect conditions. So we're gonna dive in here this morning and try to do a lot of scouting. We might hunt a little bit here at first light, but we're gonna cover a bunch of ground today, scouting these marshes, so we're ready to hunt this cold front for the next few days. Coming right at us on our side. It's either a doe or a spike. It's a doe. Bunch of deer in here. There's deer. Down that edge, it's a buck. Left edge buck. See him? Yeah. He's coming across the slough. I bet you he's gonna cross it. Yep, he's going down and in. Yep, here he goes. He went right in there where those does just went in.
We wound up hunting right next to camp and ended up seeing like 7 or 8 deer in the first 2 hours of the hunt. Then we spent the rest of the morning bouncing around and scouting new areas.
They're just standing there. There's definitely another one in there, walking. There it is, it's doe. Here. We were just walking along this transition here scouting. Heard a bunch of splashing in the water behind us, and the doe and 2 fawns came jetting out, and then we could still hear another deer walking.
That's probably why we didn't hear them walking in there, because they were swimming.
They just swam across and were standing there. They had just come across when we were walking down, middle of the day. 70 degrees out, and the deer are up and moving around. we just decided since it's going to storm this afternoon, we're going to spend the entire day scouting. We've already walked probably 5-6 miles, don't you say?
Probably 2 miles from the truck.
Arkansas has been a really cool place to hunt so far. We've hunted big, pretty river bottoms with mature timber and this nasty marsh ground where there's just ducks everywhere. Wanted to hunt deer down here for a long time and haven't been disappointed this trip. Haven't got a shot at a buck yet, but we've seen deer every single day.
Yeah.
Let's hike the 2 miles back to the truck. By the time we get back, it'll probably be storming. Or almost.
Sun's out right now, but
It's not going to be in a couple hours.
We're back in the spot that we hunted the first night we got to this area, except we came in with the boat the first time, which is about a mile down this little slough that we're walking through. We found a good crossing way back in there towards the river and just a pile of deer signs, so we hunted that, saw those 5 does. And now today we're on the complete other side, coming in from the main parking lot. We're walking up this same slough and just jumped 3 does. There's a lot of thick cover and pin oaks and a lot of good cover back in here for them. Tons of tracks and tons of deer sign right in this spot, so we're working our way back in here, trying to find some good sign to set up on. And jumped 3 deer right there. There was a pretty fresh scrape about 100 yards back. Not sure how much further we're actually going to go, but we'll probably go a little bit further now that we jumped those deer. It seems like this whole slough has got deer throughout the whole thing, so it's a good sign. Alright guys, it's 2:45 and Ben and I are set up in this tree. We didn't end up bringing the sticks back here because we thought for sure we'd be on the ground, but we did bring the saddles just in case if we found a good pin oak or something to climb up in. This isn't a pin oak, but it's a tree that we could climb up in. Ben's down below me right now on a different limb. He hoisted me up here on his shoulders and I was able to get up here on a limb. I'm probably, 10 or 12 foot off the ground. This spot is an old dried up slough. We've been finding tons of sign all the way down it. Lots of deer crossings from one thicket to the next. And right here where we're at, there's probably 3 crossings, about all 10 yards apart. And one really fresh rub down here and a pretty fresh scrape all along this transition over here. So we got climbed up in this tree, settled in with the saddles. We're gonna sit this till dark. Everything we've scouted up this slough has been pretty tore up with sign, so feeling pretty good about it. But we'll see how it goes tonight. It's supposed to rain tonight a bunch and then drop in temperature like 20 degrees. So the next few days after today should be really good.
dropping acorns.
Yep.
Well, janky setup, but we're used to this janky kind of thing, and we've had success with it. So my motto is we're always more successful when we're least prepared.
There's a crossing right on the other side of that big tree right there. Crosses right through. There's a rub over there. Trail going along that edge. And then back here there's a scrape. Trail going along right here. So we got that edge, the slough, and then another edge over here. Seems like a good setup. We'll see how it goes. We're getting down. We're gonna, before we get struck by lightning.
There's a storm moving in over there. It's coming in. Yep, there it is.
Alright,
We're getting down.
let's go. That looks clear though. Let's just wait actually, because this is coming. If we can just stay under this deal, should be alright. Lightning storm. Not good.
I just don't know if there's another band of it coming.
I think there probably is, but if we can just stay in this little bit of...
Dude, look at all, they're like going different directions.
There's a pretty big band going. Might be able to stay underneath this. Just wait here, I guess. I don't really want to walk into it. This thing keeps coming. We might be able to get on the, and then just nastiness out this way. And that's the way of the car.
That looks pretty sweet.
Holy smoke.
I think we weren't standing over there.
We were walking towards it. We almost did.
Jeez. It's crazy.
I don't know if this is the right answer or not, but at least I'm underground. Well, we just about got struck by lightning there. We were about to walk down the road and just get to the car, but then there was like an opening back here of blue sky, so we just decided to hold back and let that get over us so we could maybe follow that out, but it is kind of going kitty corner to the car. So luckily we stopped right here and the lightning struck, I mean, right where we were about to go. We're waiting because we got some blue sky back here. We've been waiting for probably, I don't know, 15 minutes, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And letting this storm get out of the way so we can follow this clear sky back to the car. But, well, we're excited to go to a hotel. I know Ben's really excited.
Yeah, we're not staying at a tent tonight, and I'm freaking out right now.
He's pumped to go see the hotel. I am too. I mean, take a shower. We've been haven't showered for like 7 days, so it'd be nice to get a little reset tonight and get back after it for the next 3 days. It's going to be really good hunting, really good weather, so we're looking forward to it. How's it going? Watching some Sunday night football.
Who are you rooting for, Ted?
Ted doesn't care. Yeah, I really don't care. I know who you're rooting for.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas City.
The Chefs, boy.
Hell of a season they're having. Those Chiefs.
Yeah, no doubt. All right.
Alrighty then.
Okay, bud.
Day 7.
Had to come in tonight, get a motel, obviously,
I got smashed.
because we got bad storms tonight. As y'all already saw, we've already had bad storms today. Ted and Benjamin can attest to that. Recharge our bodies a little bit, and then get after it tomorrow. Cold front's coming through tonight, so next 3 days should be pretty good.
Next morning it cooled off like 20 degrees. Ended up seeing a bunch of ducks, but no deer. So we hiked like 2 miles back to a remote location where we found a bunch of fresh deer sign left since the rain.
Those tracks are going that way. Let's see that one. That one's going that way. Let's cruise up in there. There's a rub right there.
We've been gamming for the last hour on a forever walk. Had a place in mind where me and Curl saw a couple does feeding on acorns yesterday. It's like 3 miles from the truck. So we put all of our crap on the deer cart. And we're hiking back here to go back to that spot. And it poured at 4 a.m. this morning. So this entire levee that we're walking down is just muddy wet. And you can see any tracks from this morning. We have not seen a single fresh deer track until right here on this trail. What looks like a doe and a fawn that crossed right here, coming out of these woods into those woods, and there's a bigger track coming from those woods behind the camera into these oaks. There's a fresh rub up in there, there's acorns right here. I just bit into one to see if it was rotten, and it's still good. There's been 2 or 3 deer cross right through here this morning. And it's a narrow band of woods. I mean, good chance with this wind coming out of those woods, if another deer does that tonight, we'll get a chance at it. I'll shoot a doe right here too, if I get a good opportunity. So I think I'm gonna try to get in this tree. There's like 2 sticks up. There's a branch that runs off to the right there. I should be able to stand on my saddle platform. And then Curl, I'll get you in that tree back there.
Alright.
That's the only options we've got in here. If you get in these trees, you're gonna be way too open.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this. This looks good. I may have you walk out like 10 or 15 yards and check and see how concealed I am. What do you think?
As long as you're drawing before he comes out of that thick stuff, you're gonna kill him.
You don't think they'll catch us up here?
No. They're not gonna catch you, and they're definitely not gonna catch me behind you.
So I'm hid pretty good right
Yeah. As long as you don't move up there, you're not in their line of sight and they're just walking, looking straight ahead. It's about 12:30. We're just getting set up. Curl's behind me in this other little oak tree. We're only about 6-7 feet off the ground. Got a couple scrapes out here in front of us, maybe 20 yards away. And that main trail with those fresh tracks is coming right through those scrapes. We're pretty optimistic that this is gonna work. I don't know. Guess we'll see. We're not very dang high, and these are little bitty trees, as you can tell. There's a ton of feeding sign right here. Some of these trees still have acorns up in them. Perfect weather day. Let's hope they're moving. That's just how we drew it up, girl. I still got plenty of time left.
After that young buck came through, we didn't end up seeing anything else the rest of the evening, but it felt good that the setup worked and we got a buck within bow range during daylight. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Really appreciate y'all watching. Feel like we're getting closer and closer every day here in Arkansas, so confidence is pretty high heading into our last 2 days of the hunt.